Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on gold and starting with the dollar on the hourly time frame. So what stands out to me here, zooming out, clearly breaking the lower high pattern, and now it looks like we could be forming a bull flag pattern, and I would draw my trend lines. That would be the support line I'd be watching, hitting the low of these two candlesticks, or the low of the real body, making sure none of the candlesticks are closing below. Then I do the same for the green candlesticks at the top, making sure no candlesticks are closing above. That's a pretty parallel channel, and it's coming after a big breakout on the hourly time frame. So that's a potential bull flag pattern. It's a pretty wide range, but clearly we're bouncing around that range, and it's worth watching this pattern, which I would guess would lead to indication, or continuation, I should say, because that is coming off a bull flag pattern after a big breakout. So that is the definition of a bull flag pattern. And on the daily time frame, we did confirm the bullish reversal candlestick from yesterday, but we're still right at this 10-day moving average resistance, rejecting the past 2 days. That level's currently at 164. Tomorrow it's going to drop down, or I should say Sunday, it's going to drop down to the mid 150s. And if we get that as support, we're going to see a bullish MACD cross, and we'll be looking up at 101.73 as the next resistance to test. So on the verge of turning things around on the daily time frame, and again, we are maintaining the higher low pattern currently. We had that low of 99.43 and a higher low of 99.79, and we zoom out, and it's just been a higher low, higher high pattern over the past few months. So it's very important for the bulls to get over that 10-day moving average. Bulls saw a little bit of bounce in gold today. Clear resistance, still rejecting the price, but we're right there. And I'm picking out this resistance because we had a top at 1191.33, 1191.10, and the highs here, 1191.35, 1191.35, 1191.35. So very clearly, I mean, we broke it by 2 pennies, but I will always give wiggle room on something that's $1,100, $1,200, 2 pennies doesn't mean anything. So that is still a top of resistance, in my opinion. Very close to a bull break, but until we break that resistance, we're going to be keeping an eye on it. So we do have a bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame for gold. We have to confirm it with another green day on Sunday into Monday. We're watching the 10-day moving average resistance, which is beginning to descend. That's going to be just above 1,200 to start next week. And if the bulls can see another green day, that will give a lot of confidence that the low that we hit of 1180.46 is our higher low on the daily time frame if we get another green day. And this 1180 level is coming from a lot of previous resistance and support. So let's get rid of some of these levels just to see it more clearly and how this price has acted in the past. I've got this line. Let's move it down a little bit to 1180, close as I can get it there. But look at how the price has reacted here. Held it as support, lost it. It acted as resistance 3 times, Resistance, 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 support, support. So very clearly, the price has been acting around this level multiple times in the past couple months. And here we are bouncing off that level again. So 1180 psychological acting as support. Need to confirm this bullish reversal candlestick to give confidence that our higher low is now set. If it's not set, I'm looking down at this little consolidation low of 1170.81. So important day for the bulls to start next week. And we have many conflicting signals. And I was just saying in the chat room where if we have a lot of conflicting signals and the short-term direction is not clear, that's why it's important to be able to be versatile enough to jump around to different sectors, different individual names, to find setups that you like. Because in technical analysis, there's setups that are much, much clearer than other setups. And oftentimes you'll find sectors in tight ranges and choppy action back and forth, no clear direction. You always want to avoid that because it's going to eat up your profit potential. So if you're able to just jump around and find something else, maybe something that's oversold and has a very clear bullish reversal candlestick, and you want to jump into that rather than play choppy action, that is ideal in my opinion. So we have the conflicting signals I'm talking about right now. Daily chart for gold, we have a bearish MACD cross following through, but a bullish reversal candlestick. Weekly chart for gold, we have a bullish MACD cross and a bearish candlestick. So those are two completely different conflicting signals on multiple time frames. But we are looking for a higher low to form on this move, and then the bulls need to break the recent high of 1220 to have confidence in trying to reverse this trend. We are still very clearly in a downtrend since July. That is now 6 months ago. And we're going to have to break the lower high pattern by forming a higher low and then a higher high. So tomorrow, or I should say Sunday into Monday, bullish reversal candlestick needed. Need to see a clear break of 1191.35 in the short term to see continuation. And we'll keep checking back in. Let's check in on these miners. So although we lost those exponential moving averages on the miners, need to zoom in here, but we did maintain the higher low pattern. And that was the last video I did yesterday. The hope that I said the bulls still have, maintaining higher lows. So we have a low, higher low, higher low. And this most recent one was 22.55 on GDX. And here we go, 22.78. So still higher lows. Bullish candlestick. We did close near the high of the day. Not convincing bull volume. Bulls obviously want to see more volume than that. But we did close near the high of the day. Still not convincing enough for me. I personally wouldn't be in anything overnight the way we currently stand because of all these conflicting signals and back and forth action. Weekly time frame is a bearish reversal candlestick rejecting from the 50-week moving average resistance of 24.03. We've been forming higher lows every single week. So a red flag to the bulls will be a break of that higher low pattern on the weekly if we break 22.78 support next week. And that would also break the higher low pattern on the daily. So GDXJ, similar setup. Maintaining higher lows. So we got a low, 35.50, 35.71, 35, make that 36.08. And then a bullish candlestick, close at the high, low volume, bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly, still maintaining higher lows. And a break of 36.08 would be a break of that higher low pattern. Also worth noting is silver. I have never seen the discrepancy between gold. I shouldn't say never. I have to go really back in the memory log, but in recent memory, past year plus, I cannot remember a time where I have seen such a big discrepancy between gold and silver. Now let's compare the daily chart. Silver had a big time bull breakout day, and the last time I checked, gold was down 0.14%. Silver was up 1.8%. So huge difference. Still a little lower high pattern here on silver, but if gold were directly correlated to silver, we would be up around 1210 right now. And obviously we're not. So that's a big difference. And look at how clear this resistance is on silver up at 1720 on the daily chart. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rejections in the past 3+ months, rejecting from 1720. So that's a very clear level the bulls need to get above, and could be, let's see if we can make the argument that it's a bull flag here on silver. So I'm going to be watching this discrepancy in the correlation very closely because it's very interesting. And I wouldn't call that a bull flag pattern, not a parallel channel. I guess it depends on where this candlestick closes today, but definitely a channel worth watching. But if we can't get over 1720, bulls aren't going to obviously go any higher. But if we get above 1720, we're going to see some further continuation to the upside. So very interesting to watch the correlation between the two. As of right now, gold is a laggard, and gold bulls are hoping that they're going to catch up, make a move back towards 1200 psychological resistance. So lots of talking, lots of rambling. Need a bullish reversal candlestick on Monday. We'll check back in and see if it follows through. I appreciate you watching and hope you have a great weekend.